Hi guys, today in this video we're gonna see how to convert a HTML template, Bootstrap primarily, into a React application. And for this purpose we will be using admin LTE, which is a free Bootstrap admin dashboard template. And for React app I have already installed one with using the create React app command. So without doing much of a without me wasting much of a time, I will just jump into the code right away. So this is the structure of admin LTE template that we have downloaded, and here is the default app.js which comes by default when you create a new React app. And if I go here on localhost 3000, I see the default landing page for React app. So what I'm gonna do is I will start with copying the assets file, which is CSS, JS, and image file. I will copy all the directory from dist, and this should be into the public. So in the React app, you see that you have a source directory and a public directory. So I will be copying this 3 directories into public, and then we will go. I will also open this one, so live preview, so that we know what we're gonna achieve, and we can see side by side how we are progressing. So here in this template I see currently that we have 3 sections. One is the navbar, and then we have a sidebar and the home page or dashboard, we can say. So what I'm gonna do is, in the source folder I will create a new folder which is components, and I will be placing all the components in this one. And here in the components I'm gonna add a new file. I will add 3 new files, which is navbar.js, where the top section will go, and I will add sidebar.js and a dashboard.js. All right. So if we look into this is the index.html page from the admin LTE template. So if we look into this, we have a few JS and CSS included already. So what I'm going to do is I will just copy this as is, and I will paste it into the React index.html, which is inside public folder. So we can go here and save, right, and okay, so I formatted, and so because if you see the directory structure of admin LTE, we have all the assets into dist folder. So CSS, image, dist. Either you can replace the dist from all the references that you have, or what you can do is you can just move them into dist, so that you don't have to make the changes every now and then when you are copy and pasting some code from HTML. So what I'm going to do is I will create a new folder called dist, and I'll just move this here, right? So now I don't need to change a lot of sources over here in the HTML and in the React app as well, because there are so many references for images, or primarily images. There are so many references for images. So we also see that there is a reference to plugins folder which is not yet copied. So what I'm going to do is I will go into okay. So I see that it is like plugins is like Bootstrap components, and for this purpose, because we are converting it into React, so we're gonna install React Bootstrap. So okay, I'll just React Bootstrap, and you will see installation over here, and we install React Bootstrap and Bootstrap. So it's gonna take just a few seconds. before the packages are installed. Yeah, so we now have React Bootstrap, and probably we don't need the plugins because they are primarily doing the same thing. So scroll bars and etc. Although they are not all from React Bootstrap, but yeah, they are that kind of plugins. A lot of things will be available from Bootstrap, but for example, Summer Note is not, and we will be installing this later on when we get to that part where we need Summer Note. So plugins, all right, okay. Ioni icons is fine. Font awesome is from plugins. Maybe we can use that. So plugins, font awesome, and I'll create a new directory here called plugins and paste it. So this, not this one, but this one is available to us, and right, I'll get rid of this one as well. That's okay. Rest all looks fine. So if I go into the app, so you see this has changed a little bit. This was not purple, this was not pink earlier, but now it is. So that's cool. Now what we're gonna do is we go into dashboard. We start from the dashboard, and we import React from React, and then create a functional component with the same name that the file is, dashboard. You can also use some shorthands which is available from with Visual Studio Code, but right now I'm just typing this explicitly, and then you return a single statement. So now what we're gonna do is we will go into index.html, not from React but from the template. So index.html, we see that it is trying to add a body, add some classes to the body. So what we're gonna do is we take this, open the index.html from React, which is in public, and we're gonna add it. So you probably already know that the class changes to class name in React. Yeah, okay. And then we have the wrapper which goes all the way to the bottom. So we're gonna use this here in the dashboard, and again class name, right? So now we add the preloader. So we have to copy and paste from the index.html file or the HTML file which is available in the admin template, and there's a plugin available in VS Code which converts your HTML to React.js. If you want to do that, you can, but otherwise also you can just it's easy to convert HTML to React.js. There are some components that you need to take care of, but otherwise it's fine. But right now in this tutorial we're gonna use that plugin. Even though we use the plugin, there are some places where we have to manually intervene and fix. For example, the image. So React wants every tag which is opened should be closed. So in this case, the image tag is not closed. We have to add a / to close this. And so what I'm going to do is, like in the app.js, instead of the default settings, I'm going to import dashboard here so that we can see. So right now we see that the layout changed, the feel is changed, and there's also a logo, probably admin LT logo. And if we refresh this page, the original page of admin LT, let's see how the behavior is. Yeah, so this remains for a second or two and then goes away, but right now we are stuck with it. So we will come to that in a moment. So now we have to create a navbar, and I have already created a component for that. So same const, we will define a functional component for navbar, and we will return navbar, and same thing, convert HTML to React, but still it is complaining for a few things. Okay, so seems like it should be fine, but it's not. Anyways, we will go here. So input is not closed, so that's an error. And images are also not closed. So now it's also complaining about like it's raising warning for the ahrefs because it is pointing to hash, but we will come later. We will add some library from React to fix this one. And now what we're gonna do is, so as we see that the navbar is inside wrapper after the preloader, so we go into the dashboard. After the preloader, we will add navbar here, and now if we go here, the preloader is still there, so it's not visible. So what we're gonna do is, for the preloader is, we will define state level variables. So show preloader and set show preloader maybe, so that the variable name really depends on your preferences, however you want it. So I will set it to true when we load the page, and import use state from React. So now we're gonna use an effect which will hide the preloader after a while, and this is not dependent on anything, and this will just execute one time when the page is loaded. So constant set show preloader false. So what we're gonna do is we are setting the preloader with a timeout, and we are setting it to 2 seconds, 2000 milliseconds, and let's see if that works or not. Set show. Okay, it's not working because obviously we are not using preloader. So what we're gonna do is we will check if the preloader is true, then only load the preloader, like the value of this variable is true, then only load preloader, otherwise not. So yeah, okay, so now it shows for 2 seconds and then goes away. So although it's still not following the same animation that we see over here, that kind of a curtain goes away, but that's okay, it's currently doing what it should, right? So now we have the navbar, and now we go to the sidebar, and const sidebar equals to sidebar, and now we take the code for sidebar, which is aside. And we convert this into React template. Okay, seems like we don't have any further. Seems like fine. We will include this here after the navbar. All right. Okay, so this is complaining because styles are not converted into React, into the way how React wants it. it should be a object. So opacity equals to, okay, so we will just do find style. Okay, that's the only one. Cool. All right, now we can see that we have the navbar, we have the sidebar, and now we have to get the main section of the app. So we go into this one, seems. All right, so we will copy this and paste it here again. Paste it here, format, convert the HTML, and again there are so many elements that are opened but not closed, and the style is also something that we need to convert. Not footer, but style. Okay, I'll pause this video and quickly fix the styling and come back. All right, so now here we are. I fixed all the styling issues and unclosed image tags in this file. So here we are on the dashboard. Seems like pretty much same, but of course without the charts, etc. Here on the admin LTE we have like 3 charts and the calendar, and also we are missing the footer. So we're gonna go into this one and footer. We will copy the footer. All right, so we created one more component here, new file, footer.js, and import react from react const footer equals to return convert HTML to JS, format this one, default footer, and now here we include quite too much code. So section main, probably here it says footer. Yeah, it should be. Okay. So this is us. Yeah. Okay. So we have everything on this page, all the elements, but just the graphs and bars are not working. The calendar is not showing up. So we can cover that part in the next video, and I will add that very soon. So please do like, share, and subscribe to the channel so that you are updated with the future videos. And also don't forget to press the bell icon so that you are notified as soon as the video is launched. Thank you. Bye bye.